Let's be clear, guys. Joe Biden is in full-blown panic mode. The election is in November, and one of the biggest issues that Americans are actually looking at is immigration. Immigration is either number one or number two on the list next to inflation. This man, his administration, man, have been a disaster. Joe Biden came in office in January of 2021. 3 years ago, guys. Over 3 years ago now at this point. Joe Biden opened the floodgates at the border. The estimates is that Beijing Biden has let in something along the lines of like 8 million plus illegal aliens. 8 million plus, probably more, because it's a whole bunch of gotaways too. These illegals are coming in and they are using a system, and the government is actually giving them cell phones, gift cards, hotels. They don't have to pay for nothing. You, the American people, are paying for this. It is outrageous, man. I don't see how this man is actually going to run for the office of president again. I just don't see how he's going to do it. This is the worst border crisis of my lifetime. Joe Biden has openly said before in the past. Also, Alejandro Mayorkas, they both have said the border is secure. They were lying to you. They are liars. Kamala Harris is supposed to be the border czar. She ain't done nothing. Nothing. And now Texas is in the fight of his life. We are in the fight of our lives here in Texas. Because Joe Biden, man, he is on a mission to destroy this country. Why? Because he hates you. He hates this country. So he wants to go out there and let illegals come in and destroy your states. We're fed up here in Texas. We are fed up with Beijing Biden. This man must go. His whole entire administration must go. His number two is incompetent. She's actually more unpopular than Beijing Biden. Kamala Harris is not a smart woman. She's not. She was hired simply because of skin color. You see what DEI does, guys? You see what DEI does? It destroys a country. This government is incompetent. You guys are not going to believe what Beijing Biden put out there. And you know what? Republicans, I know there's Republicans out there that are going along with Joe Biden, man. There's no way in the world that this border bill should actually pass. Because it's a trap. His administration is trying to trap Republicans and put the blame on them. I don't think the American people are going to buy this, guys. So make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, support us. Just starts at $5 per month. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing, member live stream every single Friday. Check this out, guys. This is astonishing right here. Beijing Biden says he'll shut down the border when overwhelmed as he urges passing of Senate border deal. Is he serious? This is pure insanity. For 3 years, you've been saying that the border is secure. Now you're saying that you're going to shut it down when the border becomes overwhelmed. It's been overwhelmed. Since the first day you occupied the Oval Office, the border has been overwhelmed. This man must go. I can't believe he said this, man. Beijing Biden put out a whole entire statement. I mean, this man is living in fantasy land. Look at this, guys. Statement from Beijing Biden on the bipartisan Senate border security negotiations. And you know what, guys? There's Republicans that are actually supporting this. Not enough. This thing is not going to pass. I believe House Speaker Mike Johnson said, nah. This This ain't gonna fly. This is what Beijing Biden put out, or at least his handlers put out. For too long, we all know the border's been broken. It's long past time to fix it. That's why 2 months ago, I instructed my team to begin negotiations with a bipartisan group of senators to seriously and finally address the border crisis. For weeks now, that's what we've done. Working around the clock, through the holidays, over the weekends. Let's be clear. What's been negotiated would, if passed into law, would be the toughest and fairest set of reforms to secure the border we've ever had in our country. That's a lie. That is a lie. Because in this so-called bipartisan bill, it allows 5,000 illegals to come in per day. That is 1.825 million a year. They're just trying to allow the invasion to continue. No Republican should be signing off on this. No Democrat should either. This is part of that scheme, man. The Democrats are slick. They're not even telling the American people what's going on with this. He goes on, he says, it would give me a new emergency authority to shut down the border when it becomes overwhelmed. You should have shut it down on day one. You should have kept the Trump policies in place because it was working. But oh no, you didn't want to do that. Because of your policies, man, a little girl not far from where I live at, probably about 15 minutes away, was actually killed by one of your illegal aliens. Anyway, quote, and if given the authority, I would use it the day I signed the bill into law. No, you won't. Further, Congress needs to finally provide the funding I requested in October to secure the border. That includes an additional 1,300 Border Patrol agents, 375 immigration judges, 1,600 asylum officers, and over 100 cutting-edge inspection machines to help detect and stop fentanyl at our southwest border. Where have you been, Joe Biden? You could have did all this without executive order. All you had to do was just enforce the laws on books. We don't need a massive change like this. But the thing is, guys, what he's not telling you here is that they want funding for Ukraine and Israel as well. That's the sticking point right there, guys. That is the sticking point. They will not secure our border until foreign countries' borders are secure. Yeah. These people hate your guts. He finally finishes here and he says, securing the border through these negotiations is a win for America. For everyone who is demanding tougher border control, this is the way to do it. If you're serious about the border crisis, pass a bipartisan bill and I will sign it. This man is giving you no details whatsoever about this. But I know a lot about this man. This is sneaky stuff. He's trying to be sneaky. This will not secure the border whatsoever. It funds other wars and it allows illegals 5,000 a day to come into the country. Republicans don't even need to negotiate with this because the American people have already said that I believe something like 75% of Americans do not approve of Joe Biden's handling of the border. Republicans have all of the leverage here. This is going to be the undoing of Joe Biden. The undoing. Unbelievable, man. This man has been a disaster for 50 years. He just lied to you. Lied to you right there. Even if he was actually to sign this in law, guess what? He's not going to enforce it. Joe Biden was actually trafficking illegals in the dead of night all across the country. I bet you guys didn't know that, right? Yeah, he was doing it. Even though he wasn't supposed to be doing it. Don't believe one word that Joe Biden says, because he wants his Border Patrol agents to actually go back into Texas and cut the razor wire. This man is not about securing the border. He is about destroying this country. Nothing more. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.